What if love was transformed into a meticulously planned act of revenge? This is not just a tale of passion, but a chilling narrative where the warmth of affection turns into the cold strategy of retribution. In the shadows of loyalty lay secrets and betrayals, sparking a journey fueled by a wife's unwavering patience and cunning. Imagine waiting 13 long years to reclaim justice. Our story unfolds in this intricate web of emotions. Envision a love so deep that its breach awakens an unstoppable force determined to restore balance. As we delve into the heart of this mystery, we're drawn into a realm where the lines between devotion and vengeance are blurred. Every heartbeat is a reminder of the betrayal, and every plan a step closer to sweet revenge. Hold tight as we navigate this labyrinth of loyalty and deception, where the truth will astonish you. This is a true crime saga that challenges notions of love and justice, beckoning you to question how far you might go if your trust was shattered. Stay with us as we explore the haunting and complex layers of Eleanor Richardson's resolve and her husband's ultimate reckoning. In the enchanting yet enigmatic landscape of Cornwall, where the air is perpetually laced with mystery and the fog drapes itself like a ghostly veil over the rolling moors, lies a town seemingly untouched by time. Its cobblestone streets echo with stories long past, each corner whispering secrets kept by generations. Among its most notable sights stand the ancient manor houses, their stone walls aged by centuries of weather and whispers. At the heart of this mystical locale, tucked away from prying eyes, is Ravenhill Manor. This grand estate, with its imposing facade and sprawling grounds, exudes an atmosphere of both elegance and enigma. The manor's presence is both commanding and isolating, offering an air of seclusion that is as intriguing as it is foreboding. The mist that perpetually clings to its high towers seems to guard the secrets within, cloaking the unease that lingers in every shadowed hallway. It's here, within these stone walls, that our story takes shape. The very air around Ravenhill seems to pulse with tension, reflecting the hidden truths and unspoken fears locked within its embrace. As we step into this world, we feel the uncanny blend of beauty and suspense, a perfect backdrop for a tale where loyalty is questioned and trust shattered. The manor's history, steeped in both splendor and sorrow, mirrors the emotional landscape of our narrative. Its haunting charm and eerie solitude set the perfect stage for a story where every creak of the floorboards might just be the echo of a past longing to be unveiled, where the atmosphere itself becomes a silent witness to the unfolding drama. As secrets unravel and plans take shape, the grandeur of Ravenhill Manor stands unyielding, silently observing the intricate dance of love, betrayal, and retribution within its walls. Meet Eleanor Richardson, a woman whose quiet strength and unyielding resolve define her as much as the trials she faces. Her intelligence is sharp and profound, often masked by her serene exterior and gentle smile. Beneath this calm surface lies a mind as precise as a clockwork, ticking through each moment with purpose and clarity. Eleanor is patient, not in the passive sense, but with the active determination of someone who understands the power of time. This patience is her silent ally, guiding her as she maneuvers through life's intricate games. Her story begins in what seemed like a fairy tale, with her marriage to Thomas Richardson, a man whose charm was as magnetic as his intentions were inscrutable. Thomas was the kind of man whose laughter could fill a room, a successful businessman whose charisma opened doors and won hearts effortlessly. With Thomas, Eleanor crafted a life that others envied, surrounded by the elegance of Ravenhill Manor and the allure of social grace. From the outside, their world appeared perfect, a seamless blend of love and success. Yet shadows lingered, teasing at the edges of their idyllic existence. Subtle cracks crept into their life, whispers of infidelity and deception that grew louder in Eleanor's heart. These were the early signs of betrayal, the faintest echoes of a fracture in the foundation of their union. It was in these moments of realization that Eleanor's quiet demeanor began to cloak a burgeoning resolve, setting the stage for a journey marked by justice and retribution. As we explore her life, we witness her transformation from a devoted wife to a woman poised to rewrite her narrative, armed with a patience that only 13 years of contemplation can forge. Eleanor's story is one of immense strength, hidden beneath layers of composure, preparing the ground for an intricate tale woven with both love and vengeance. Thomas Richardson, a name that resonates with success and charisma, is known throughout Cornwall not only for his business acumen, but for the magnetic presence that he exudes. In public, Thomas is the epitome of charm and confidence, a man whose mere presence commands attention and admiration. He strides through life with the ease of someone who belongs on a pedestal, his laughter infectious and his words disarming. Yet beneath this polished facade lies a web of deceit intricately woven into the fabric of his existence. Thomas's life is a delicate balance of appearances, a dance between the public adoration he basks in and the shadows he retreats to when the applause fades. Behind closed doors, his loyalty wavers, a truth known only to a select few who share the same veiled corridors of secrecy. Thomas's relationships are as calculated as his business dealings, each encounter a measured interaction that serves his interests. Among these complex relationships is Harold Murray, a friend and associate who has witnessed the duality of Thomas's life, often standing at the crossroads of curiosity and complicity. There is also Isabel Knight, whose artistic soul finds both inspiration and intrigue in Thomas's enigmatic nature. These connections form a web of potential suspects, each with something to gain or lose from Thomas's hidden life. As we peel back the layers of his character, the duality of Thomas Richardson becomes apparent, a man adored by society, yet ensnared in his own betrayals. His charm may open doors, but it is the secrets he harbors that ultimately define the narrative of this true crime mystery. He is a figure of complexity and contradiction, whose actions ripple through the lives of those around him, setting the stage for a story where every whispered rumor and silent glance holds the weight of untold truths and looming revelations. The pivotal moment of discovery shattered Eleanor's world, unraveling the delicate tapestry of trust she had woven around a marriage. It was an ordinary day when she stumbled upon a hidden drawer in Thomas's study, innocuous in appearance, yet containing the fragments of her life as she knew it. There, amidst business contracts and scribbled notes, lay a series of letters passionate, intimate, and undeniably real. These letters painted a vivid picture of Thomas's infidelities, revealing a reality Eleanor had long suspected but never confirmed. As she read through each line, her heart sank under the weight of betrayal. The emotional turmoil that engulfed her was profound, a tempest of disbelief and heartache. The man she had shared her life with, whose dreams she had nurtured, had spun a web of deceit right under the roof of Ravenhill Manor. In that moment, Eleanor's world spiraled from one of loving warmth to chilling realization. Yet, amid the devastation, a new resolve began to flicker within her. Where love had once resided, a calculated determination took root, fueled by the injustice that had invaded her marriage. This betrayal became the catalyst for a transformation so profound that even Eleanor herself was surprised by the strength it unearthed. Her heart, once tender and open, hardened into a vessel of strategic fortitude. She began to plot her path forward with the precision of a master chess player. Every move was measured, every action deliberate, as she embarked on a journey to restore balance not just to her own life, but to the very foundations of her existence. Eleanor's transformation was one of patience and perseverance, a slow but steady evolution from devoted wife to astute planner. It was as if betrayal had forged a new Eleanor, a woman capable of intricate strategies and long-awaited retribution. Her mind, once filled with dreams and devotion, now danced with the possibilities of justice. The letters were not just evidence of betrayal. They were the blueprint of her plan, each page fueling her commitment to seek justice on her own terms, turning the pain of the past into the power that would guide her future. The 13-year plan was not a mere plot. It was a testament to Eleanor's patience and intellect, a masterclass in the art of silent strategy. Each day, she meticulously gathered evidence, tracing threads of deceit woven into the fabric of her life. This wasn't a rash decision, but a deliberate and calculated process where Eleanor became an observer in her own home, documenting every interaction and discreetly collecting proof, from financial records to casually discarded conversation snippets. She left no stone unturned, building a fortress of information strong enough to withstand any scrutiny. Eleanor delved deep into the world of legal intricacies, educating herself on every loophole and potential ally within the system. Her knowledge became a powerful weapon, equipping her to anticipate and counter every possible move from Thomas's side. Each step was taken with great care, ensuring her actions remained concealed behind the veil of normalcy. Her strategic thinking was unparalleled, allowing her to weave a plan that operated subtly in the background of her everyday life, unnoticed by those around her, including Thomas. Yet herein lay the ethical and psychological complexities of her scheme. As Eleanor transformed into the architect of retribution, she grappled with the moral implications of her choices. Was the pursuit of justice worth the personal cost? Her mind wavered between the unwavering desire for redemption and the haunting shadows of vengeance. The emotional toll was immense, as the weight of her decisions hung heavy on her conscience. Yet, within this internal conflict, her resolve remained steadfast. Eleanor's journey was as much about reclaiming her sense of self as it was about justice. Her heart, once a repository of hurt, now became the compass guiding her forward, a beacon of empowerment and self-preservation. As the years unfolded, Eleanor's patience became both her shield and sword, protecting her while simultaneously readying her for the moment when all her careful planning would be brought to light, bringing a resolution that would forever change the course of her life and those intertwined with it. In the complex tapestry of this unfolding mystery, we encounter a cast of characters whose very presence adds an intricate web of suspense and deception. Harold Murray, a figure of unwavering loyalty to Eleanor, emerges as both ally and enigma. His devotion to her is undeniable, yet beneath his steadfast support lies an aura of mystery. Harold's past is a shadowed narrative, filled with moments of unclear motives, leaving one to wonder if his allegiance is merely an unbroken line of friendship or something more. His interactions with Eleanor are steeped in layers of unspoken understanding, a connection that suggests deeper histories and hidden truths. But it's his encounters with Thomas that add a tantalizing thread to the story, as they often exchange glances weighed with secrets only known to them. Each meeting between Harold and Thomas leaves more questions than answers, adding another piece to the puzzle that invites speculation and suspicion. Then there is Isabel Knight, a woman cloaked in enigma and allure, whose artistry serves as both a creative outlet and a veil for her true intentions. Her presence at Ravenhill Manor, under the guise of artistic inspiration, is both fitting and unusual, as her motives remain obscured by the vibrant canvases she hides behind. Isabel's allure is matched by her ambiguous relationship with Thomas, a dynamic that not only creates tension, but also shifts the narrative, introducing possibilities that are both intriguing and unsettling. Her connection with Eleanor is equally complex, a bond defined by artistic admiration, yet tainted by suspicion. This interplay of artistic admiration and relational intrigue leaves an audience questioning Isabel's role, friend or foe, muse or manipulator. The interactions among these characters, Harold and Isabel, weave a web of intrigue that keeps the audience on edge. Misleading clues and veiled intentions create diversions that complicate the pursuit of truth, enriching the narrative with moments of uncertainty and doubt. As the story unfolds, each character's actions become a mirror of deeper motivations, drawing us further into the labyrinth of Eleanor's world, where every glance and whispered conversation may hold the key to unraveling the mystery at its heart. An unexpected revelation served as the catalyst that propelled Eleanor's intricate plan into motion. It happened on a day much like any other, amidst the whispers of the Ravenhill Manor's echoing halls. A letter, almost carelessly dropped by Thomas himself, found its way into Eleanor's hands. Its contents were explosive, detailing not just another betrayal, but an intertwining of interests that entangled Thomas with influential figures in the town's politics. The letter unveiled connections that raised the stakes beyond personal betrayal, hinting at a network of deceit that threatened the very fabric of their community. This discovery, stark and unadorned, changed everything. It gave Eleanor the evidence she needed, but more importantly, it provided a glimpse into the vulnerabilities of Thomas's empire, built on charm and shadows. This catalyst did more than add urgency to Eleanor's plan. It transformed her mission into one that sought justice not only for herself, but for those unknowingly ensnared in the web of deceit spun by Thomas and his cohorts. The significance of this letter was profound. It fueled Eleanor's resolve with a renewed vigor, turning her meticulous preparations into a living force ready to expose the truth. With this revelation, the dynamics of her relationships shifted. Those who had once been mere players in Thomas's social circle now became unwitting allies in Eleanor's quest for justice. As Eleanor analyzed every word, every implied threat and promise within that letter, she recognized the path forward was fraught with peril, but also with the potential for profound redemption. Her carefully crafted revenge plot, once a personal vendetta, now evolved into a broader mission to restore integrity to a community overshadowed by Thomas's charm and manipulations. This turning point galvanized Eleanor, melding her personal quest with a public cause, ensuring that when the truth came to light, its impact would ripple far beyond the walls of Ravenhill Manor. It was no longer just about Eleanor's retribution, but about dismantling a facade that had held many in its thrall, and through it all, Eleanor's patience and strategic foresight were her weapons, honed by 13 years of anticipation, ready to strike when the moment was right. Throughout her journey, Eleanor encountered a labyrinth of challenges that tested her resolve at each turn. As the architect of her own justice, she soon realized that the path to retribution was fraught with unexpected hurdles. One such obstacle was a steadfast friend of Thomas, who maintained unwavering loyalty, casting doubt on Eleanor's every move. This ally became an unyielding sentinel, guarding Thomas's secrets with vigilance, forcing Eleanor to devise intricate strategies to gather the necessary proof without arousing suspicion. It was a delicate dance, requiring both cunning and subtlety. In her quest for justice, Eleanor stumbled upon a series of cryptic entries in an old ledger, hinting at financial discrepancies that hinted at deeper layers of deceit. However, deciphering these clues proved to be a daunting task, demanding not only patience, but a profound understanding of Thomas's tangled web of business dealings. Each deciphered entry was a victory, yet it brought her closer to a truth that threatened to unravel her tightly woven plan. Meanwhile, whispers of her investigations began to echo in the hallways of Ravenhill Manor, raising suspicions among those who would prefer the darkness remain undisturbed. These treacherous murmurs posed a constant threat, challenging Eleanor to reinforce her secrecy and tread with even greater caution. As if navigating a minefield, she learned to anticipate every move, anticipating potential pitfalls and crafting countermeasures with the precision of a master tactician. Yet, amid the obstacles, glimmers of hope emerged. A forgotten letter, tucked away in an attic, revealed the existence of a pivotal witness, a confidant to Thomas's clandestine affairs, whose testimony could tip the scales in Eleanor's favor. Her path was not just a solitary struggle, but one interwoven with fortuitous meetings and revelations that buoyed her spirit. Each obstacle encountered only served to strengthen her determination, sharpening her focus on the goal that loomed ever closer. Eleanor's dedication was unyielding, her resolve as steadfast as the walls of Ravenhill, propelling her forward with an intensity that refused to succumb to the daunting challenges she faced. In the shadow of doubt and uncertainty, her clarity of purpose shone brightly, guiding her through the complexities of her elaborate plan, undeterred by the obstacles that sought to deter her from achieving justice. The revelation marked the crescendo of Eleanor's painstaking journey, an intricately woven tapestry of secrets now laid bare. In the heart of Ravenhill Manor, a gathering had been called under the guise of a lavish celebration, Thomas's charisma once again enchanting the room. Yet, amid the laughter and mirth, Eleanor stood poised to unveil the truth that had long eluded everyone present. The room fell silent as she emerged, holding an evidence-laden dossier that gleamed under the chandelier's glow. Her gaze locked with Thomas, a silent confrontation filled with the weight of 13 years of betrayal and silence. With steady hands, she presented the ledger entries and letters, meticulously arranged to tell the story of deceit and manipulation, each one a dagger to Thomas's carefully crafted image. The guests watched in stunned silence, whispers of disbelief echoing through the grand hall as the reality of Thomas's dual life unfolded before them. The twist that Eleanor revealed was more than personal infidelity. It was a network of corruption that linked Thomas to local power brokers, his charm merely a veil for financial subterfuge and political machinations. The shock rippled through the crowd, dismantling the facade Thomas had so artfully maintained. Amidst the collective gasp, Harold Murray, once a loyal companion to both, grappled with his own role in the narrative, torn between the loyalty he once held and the truth now indisputable. Isabel Knight, whose bond with Thomas had been equally enigmatic, found herself at a crossroads of artistic inspiration and moral responsibility as the lines between muse and reality blurred. For Eleanor, the revelation was cathartic, a release from the bondage of secrets held in solitude. Her heart, once a vessel of strategic coldness, now surged with a tumultuous relief as the truth reverberated, restoring balance to a life so long disrupted by deceit. The emotional repercussions were profound, transcending the walls of Ravenhill Manor and weaving into the societal fabric, as those present now faced the ramifications of Thomas's actions. Relationships crumbled, alliances shifted, and a community once enthralled by Thomas's charm now stood in collective reflection, grappling with the unveiled truths. The revelation was not just the climax of Eleanor's plan, but a seismic shift that awakened a new reality for each soul entwined in this web of mystery, forever altering the narrative of their lives. The final confrontation between Eleanor and Thomas unfolded in a setting as dramatic as the revelations she had shared. As the guests at Ravenhill Manor still reeled from the unveiled truths, Eleanor made her way to confront Thomas directly. The tension in the air was almost palpable as Eleanor looked straight into the eyes of the man who had once been the center of her life. Her voice, steady but filled with a steely resolve, called into question every lie and betrayal, peeling away the layers of deceit that he had so carefully constructed. Each accusation was precise, each word cutting through the silence with undeniable clarity. Thomas, once the charismatic center of attention, was now laid bare, his defenses crumbling under the weight of undeniable truth. The confrontation was not just a personal reckoning, but a public one, as those gathered at Ravenhill turned from observers to witnesses in a moment of collective realization. The impact of Eleanor's revelations extended beyond the personal sphere, shattering illusions and norms within the community. As the truth of Thomas's manipulations came to light, the community had to grapple with the reality of how one man's charm had masked such profound deceit. Harold Murray found himself in a conflicted space, caught between the loyalty to a friend he thought he knew and the undeniable facts now presented. Isabel Knight, too, faced the consequences of her entanglement, her artistic muse now exposed as a facade of manipulation. The broader community, once enchanted by Thomas's presence, was left to reassess relationships and loyalties amidst the aftermath of Eleanor's revelations. In the wake of this confrontation, Eleanor felt a profound sense of closure wash over her. The truth was out, her years of planning and patience finally bearing fruit. Yet, in this moment of vindication, she also was faced with the weight of her actions. While justice had been served, the contemplation of whether the end justified the means lingered in her thoughts. Eleanor's journey had been one not only of retribution, but of deep personal reflection, challenging her understanding of justice and the complexities of human relationships. As she stood firm in the face of her past, Eleanor found a newfound sense of peace, a reconciliation of the woman she had become with the woman she once was. The resolution of her years-long pursuit of justice now defined a new chapter in her life, one where she could finally lay the past to rest and look toward a future unburdened by the shadows of betrayal. Reflecting on Eleanor's journey through deception, justice, and the shadows of moral ambiguity, we traverse a landscape where love's betrayal spawns a quest for retribution. Her tale is a testament to the profound resilience of the human spirit, interwoven with moments of vulnerability and strength. Eleanor's transformation from a trusting partner to a masterful architect of her own justice challenges us to ponder the boundaries between right and wrong. At its core, this narrative isn't just about revenge. It's about the lengths one might pursue for a sense of personal justice when deception fractures the foundation of their world. The themes of this dark mystery invite us to question not only the actions taken in the face of betrayal, but also the complex emotions that drive them. Can the pursuit of justice justify the means, or does it blur the lines between victim and avenger? As we unravel Eleanor's layered story, we are left to consider the intricate dance of trust and betrayal that defines human relationships and the unexpected paths they might take when loyalty is tested. We invite you to reflect on these themes and share your thoughts on Eleanor's journey. How do you view her actions, and what do they reveal about the complexities of our own relationships? If her story resonated with you, we encourage you to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more stories that delve into the mysteries of the human heart and the shadowy narratives that shape our world. Thank you for joining us on this journey through a tale of love, betrayal, and the quest for truth.